Hey everybody, Peter Schroeder here from SlashFilm.com along with
Russ Fisher.
Jermaine Sear.
and we just saw the Star Wars trailer as probably you did at home. We saw it at the El Capitan on the big screen. We saw it twice. We saw it once in 2D and once in 3D.
3D, yeah.
We're here to give you our early reaction. And all I gotta say is OMG. OMG.
I still have chills. Like, I've been reading every spoiler, you know, and I know a lot of you haven't. And it's still just to finally see it, it just looks. For me, that's the one thing that stood out. All the cool little things in it we can talk about, but the clarity of the image and just how when you see his head pop up, or Daisy Ridley get on that speeder, and how it just looks so Star Wars. It looks.
It feels Star Wars, but it looks Star Wars, but it feels J.J. Abrams, which I think is really cool. Like that shot of Boyega popping into the screen, it's totally like an Abrams thing, and I actually think that's really cool.
Yeah, I mean, just overall, it's got an energy that is not the sort of energy we see in these films, and that's awesome. I mean, all the aerial stuff is super dynamic. It looks great. Yeah, and that opening shot of John Boyega is fantastic. I love this just for that alone, like, because that's kind of a big, that right there is like, hey, this is different. We're doing a movie that you haven't seen. You haven't seen exactly this sort of thing before, and I love seeing that, and the rest of it is terrific.
Yeah, and it's interesting if you notice that they didn't show any of the old characters from the original film. They're going to be selling this movie for the most part on the new characters that we, Boyega and Ridley.
I just realized that, and they've been saying this movie is all practical effects, but for a practical effects movie, the trailer's a lot of digital stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, the Millennium Falcon, the X-Wing fighter, the droid.
Every shot had a moment that was like, oh my god, like the reveal of the lightsaber with the
cross.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, really, how does that work? Let's.
Yeah, I mean, it is Star Wars. How did the double?
Well, it protects his hand.
Yeah, no, it's great. I dig it. I'm totally.
And I didn't know, but Peter, Peter said the IMAX scene in the movie is going to be that last shot in the trailer.
Yeah, the Millennium Falcon chase, the IMAX scene. What else do we want to talk about? I mean, it's hard because it's 88 seconds, so it's hard to.
Yeah, it's really like 7 shots. We don't know. I don't know. I'm sure somebody's probably already figured out who the fighter is, the rebel. So it's the rebel insignia. Our friend Rez, the director of the Fine Video, pointed out.
But it's interesting that the Rebel Lines is still around.
Yeah,
it's still going on.
We can dissect this more throughout the
day.
Yes, absolutely.
We'll have more in the section on the site later on today.
Yeah.
But I mean, it was so great to see on the big screen.
Did it disappoint any of you?
No,
it's great. It was awesome.
I haven't read nearly as much of the spoiler stuff as Jermaine has, and so I went to this, like the John Boyega shot did not surprise me because I kind of knew that aspect already, but that's really the only part that I had any concept of before seeing this. And I love the Falcon shot, and I love the shot of the X-wings, like that stuff.
The little droid, like
I don't know what I think about the little droid.
I know, but
it's fine.
Yeah, that droid was awesome. Like I had heard description of what that droid looked like, and then it's just.
All right.
Okay. Anyways, slashfilm.com.
See you later.